So the first thing I always do is I walk in the front door. And I always start cleaning my house from the front to the back. So, as you can see, my house is relatively clean, but take a look at all of this stuff that has been sitting on the counter. A lot of clutter. Just take a look at the clutter. And I'm going to show you in this series of episode 1, how does Tessie do that? And today is, how does Tessie clean her house? So, these were green beans I did yesterday with the grandchildren. And I have some dishes. I have various items I bought at the grocery store. I'm just panning around and showing you what it looks like here in the kitchen. Look at all the clutter. Look at all of the clutter on here. This is what we want to get rid of. Before we do a deep cleaning of washing our floors and washing the countertops, we're going to declutter. So what I do is, I always get a big laundry basket. The biggest laundry basket that I can find. And this laundry basket is going to go with me from room to room. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find anything that does not belong in the kitchen. So what does not belong in this kitchen? Well, that's really easy. Here is the basket of tomatoes that I did. This does not belong in the kitchen. This belongs in the pantry. And we're going to go over and we are going to put this in the pantry. So we're going to fill our big laundry basket and we're going to do the dishes, put some of these food items away, and we're going to head towards the back of the house. So this is how Tessie cleans her house. So do we have any clutter here? What can we find here that doesn't look right? Well, the chair. The chair is not pushed against the table. The chairs need to be pushed against the table. This is off center. We need to put this back in the center. The books and everything seem to be okay today. But we need to put everything in its place, and then I will go back, and after the room is decluttered, I will go back and do the dusting and do the vacuuming and do all the things like that. But let's take a look what my camera isn't showing. Look down here. Does that belong there? No, it doesn't. That is my dehydrator. That belongs back in the pantry. This printer, this doesn't belong here. This is going to go back to where it belongs. What I am trying to do is having each room with a purpose and the purpose only for that room. So anything in this room that does not belong in this room is going to leave this room. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is the kitchen, because that's right at our front door. So let me get started and I'm going to show you what it looks like after I'm finished. Alright, as you can see, the kitchen now is decluttered. All the clutter and anything that did not belong to the kitchen was put away. The countertops are all cleaned off, the dishes are done, and the stove is clean. Alright, so I cannot wait till that microwave leaves. My son uses it, so I keep it just for him. So there we have my dish pan, and then I'm going to show you the last part of the kitchen. So yes, I'm down on the floor. So the last thing you want to do after you declutter your kitchen and after you wash your countertops and wash everything is you want to wash your floor. Now, I will admit today I have a Dollar Tree Pine Sol product, which I normally love organic, but organic is really expensive and I just don't have the funds right now to be buying organic, and I do not like the smell of vinegar. I cannot stand the smell of vinegar. So I do make my homemade products and I do have links on them, but I am going to be totally honest with you, and today I am using a cheap off-brand to do my floors. So my mama always taught me when you wash the floor that you wash the floor from the door back, so you're not re-stepping on your floor. But because of the camera being here, I'm not going to wash the floor the opposite way, or you would just see the back end of me, and I don't think that's something that you might want to see. But if I do the other way around, it wouldn't be such a nice video. But if I do it the other way around, it just I would really block the camera. So what I do is, so I start from the door, and I wash the floor, and I don't need to show you how to wash the floor, but I will wash my floor from the beginning of the kitchen towards my family room. And then after this floor is washed, this room is finished. And then I'm going to take you into my family room and show you what we do there. So now we're in the room that I call my family room. Now my family room never gets as messy as the kitchen, of course, but we're going to pan the camera around and you guys are going to see what things really need to be cleaned up in the family room. You know, clutter can go everywhere, and as we're still working towards the back of my home, so let me show you what came out of my kitchen that does not belong in my kitchen. Hey, you see the basket? All of that stuff came from my kitchen, and that needs to go into the pantry. But where is my pantry? My pantry is back further than my family room. So it's in the family room. So we just keep moving the basket back to the next room until we get to my pantry room. Alright, what do we see on the sofa that doesn't belong? There is a piece of clothing. And you can't see it, but here's a water bottle. That doesn't belong there. And this area here, oh, Tessie, that's so full of clutter. I am really sorry if you see a little blue line on my videos. My camera is extremely old and it is failing me, so that's why there's a blue streak there. So eventually I will try to get one that's a better camera. There is the bottled water. Now we normally go out and get spring water at a place where it comes out of the mountain, and I did a video on that, but we've been so busy. You know, this week has been very busy for me, so I bought spring water. Alright, so the rest of this room looks pretty good. So what am I going to do here? Keep moving all of the stuff back from the kitchen and put that in the pantry. And all I have to do is lift these rugs up and vacuum, and then we'll dust. But let's go get rid of this clutter and let's see what this room looks like when Tessie's finished. Okay, as you can see that I changed the table around and I got rid of 2 of the chairs. And I didn't have to do a whole lot of decluttering in here, as you know, but this is what I would call, I'm not sure what you would want to call this, because it's all kind of all in one. So the dining area, I guess. We don't use it that often. Just Chevy Man and I. And then that is peeking into my kitchen. And then we're going to turn the camera around. And we're going to see the family room. Let me move my tripod out of the way. So this is the family room. There is a fan there. I know fans are ugly, but I can't help that. And had to fix that pillow. And there's what it looks like. No clutter other than my tripod, which of course is not going to stay there. But there's no clutter. As you can see, there is no TV. That will be an upcoming video on Friday. Somebody has some questions they're asking me, and I'm going to answer them for them. And let me pan it around again. That there is a very old mirror that a friend Molly gave me. So I'm sorry for the glare, but that's the room. Now my Bible's there and a couple things are there. That stays there, but I did get rid of a lot of the clutter of the books. You know, just fluffing up a couple pillows makes a huge difference, my friends. Alright, my friends, this is going to be the end of episode 1. Now for me, I'm going to keep going, but you will be seeing episode 2 tomorrow. And that's going to be, I will show you a brief snapshot of what that's going to be. So we have the kitchen done, we have the living room done, and everything is headed back towards that house. And boy, oh boy, when we get to the back of the house, will we ever have a lot of work to do. So let me show you just a little. Eek! Oh my word, can I get it done? Can I get it done? Oh boy, we're headed back of the house now. The front of the house is perfectly clean, but the back of the house is, what is that on the floor back there? It is not a pile of clothing. Tessie! Tessie. We've got to get this job done. Stay tuned for tomorrow and we'll see what we can get done tomorrow. Bye guys.